Hi, everybody. Hey. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. How's my audio? Is it a little low? Let me know. I'm a little low energy today. But not in a bad way. Just in a kind of a I'm in a laid back mood. Hey, Cannon Fodder, how you doing? Welcome. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I'm just the last couple of days I have not slept very well at night. But I know why. Audio is good. Excellent. Excellent. I'm using VTube Studio again, so it's hard for me to keep looking back at OBS because I like that I can use my eyebrows work better and I can do a squinty smile. It makes me happy. But yeah, I haven't slept well the last few days, but it's my fault. I drank too much caffeine too late. So it's just jittery. Add to it that I tend to have a busy brain anyway. Yo, darling, you talking to me? You talking to me? You must be talking to me unless you're talking to Canon. There are other options, I suppose. How you doing? Yeah, I'm okay though. I will get some sleep tonight though. I'm drinking water, which I never do because I hate it. Unless it's carbonated, I hate it. Nope. No. What's so bad about water? There's nothing bad. There's nothing wrong with water. You would think that water being the essence of all life on Earth, that it would be the most attractive liquid to anything here. But maybe that's the problem.
Go get a glass of water.
I'll go get a glass of water. Thank you, Kate. Thank you to Turley. Ah, yes, my audio alert warrior. Oh, hello. Now, how long have you been there? You know, just, forever. Please, by all means, continue whatever you were doing. You better be, listen, if you have not made, like a motorcycle that has a Gatling gun attachment on the back, or the front, you really ought to be doing that right now. But no, there's nothing wrong with water, Turley. I'm spoiled and I like flavor. And I like there to be some sort of interest involved in what I drink. But I'm drinking it now because I know it's the right thing. I know it's the right thing. So it's gonna be a very low energy night, even more so than normal. I mean, my drawing streams and my drawing and meditation streams tend to be kind of chill anyway, but I don't have an agenda for tonight in terms of what I'm going to draw. I'm going to be doodling. I have some idea of what I want to try, but if it doesn't work out, if it's not like if I'm going nowhere, then I'll just doodle. Oh, thank you for the stretch, Takeo, and welcome to the stram. Stretch it. I really wish I could move my arms when I stretch. It's really difficult to stretch when you can't move your arms. I am really happy with with VTube Studio so far. Oh, we got a raid. Thank you for the raid, party of two. Would you like a table near the window? Welcome to the cabin. It's a Lucas. You hate tables. Oh, I'm sorry. You can then fine, sit on the floor. It wasn't all that great at all until I got an iPhone. Then it became great. Yes, so I'm using an iPhone, and it's working pretty well. I'm excited. I have not experimented with attaching things to my body yet. Like I'm really most excited about is hats, because it's all about that. That's the thing that I was most envious about with people that use VTube Studio, is that they could attach things to themselves and have fanciful hats. And I wanted to have a stash, and I wanted to have a ray gun, and I wanted to have a Halloween costume, and it just wasn't going to work out. And now it can. Now I'm unlimited. Unlimited. My future is unlimited. But then they made webcams all right with VTube Studio now. Are they all right? I know that Lua mentioned it. I didn't know. I actually did not know until I did my collab with Lua that you could use a webcam with VTube Studio. The thing holding me back was getting the iPhone, because I have a poor man's smartphone. So it's better than, it's not the greatest. They're not the greatest, but it's better than it was. Need one of them fancy Hollywood cameras. Fancy Hollywood web cameras. I don't know what people do. Okay. How are you all doing tonight? What are you all drinking tonight? I hope you have a beverage. I think all chill streams should come with a beverage. Oh, hello, German Tanker 131. Ooh. Hello, Scourge. Thank you. Thank you for the host. Luwuna, it's me. I have a new identity. I've added to the lore. Water. I have it. I do it. I have it. Hi, Katie. Having the water. Drinking the water with ice and everything. Fancy. Although I have a blanket curled up around myself. You can't see it because it's magical, but I am wearing a blanket. It's a Renpona. Hey, Ren. How you doing? Considering the popularity, I'm shocked they don't all use GoPro cameras. Seriously, I had a GoPro camera that I used on one of my trips to India, and I really liked it. I had a little like chest attachment for it, and I had a little like water resistant case for it, which ended up being a good idea because I was invited to do some painting with a group that spreads awareness for waste management and like an anti-littering campaigns and stuff. Oh, welcome. Thank you for follow. Welcome to the camp. Grab yourself a bunk. I'm Luna. I'm from space, and I'm wearing a meat suit. That's the short, very, very short version of that. So I got paint all over my GoPro, but I didn't get paint on my GoPro because I had it in the semi-water resistant case. I'm building a Pathfinder character, and I can turn into a dinosaur. A dinosaur? I've been pondering a live stream with a GoPro thing. Oh yes, we were talking a little bit because you wanted to find a way to kind of do it on live with bike. Do the driving at the same time. What the dog doing? What the dog doing? Well, if you're referring to Reno, Reno really only shows up for. I really only require Reno's presence and assistance during the Death Road to Canada because that is where I need his powers most. You figured out a mount. Yes! Exciting. Time to do test runs. I want to see the test runs. I'm gonna go, I came to chat first. I came to the cabin first rather than go right into the art scene, the art studio, because I did just want to quickly plug myself. That is, so the next time I'll be posting my schedule for next week after the stream is over. So tomorrow I have off, and then on Tuesday is when I'm hosting the charity event for my friend Keshu. And I just wanted to quickly, I had posted it earlier, but I wanted to put it back on everybody's radar because it is very important to me, and it's the only fundraising thing I'm going to be doing for the holiday season. Because I know that you guys are all, your Twitter is full of people that are greatly in need. And so I know that you're, and you all have families, and you all have places that you need to go, and people you want to share, show love and appreciation for. So I know that funds are limited, but I tried to set a reachable goal that I felt was pretty reachable. Your facial animations do seem more expressive. It's noticeable and a nice change, right? Look, I can be annoyed. Or I can be, let's see, I can technically, well, I can be constipated. My eyebrows are better. It's nice. Phrasing. There are no plugs, by the way. Did you notice there are no outlets in this place? I use space light. Which is fancier than when you're earthly light. But yes, this is the fundraiser flyer that I made, and these are some of the goals, the cumulative goals. There aren't going to be any individual goals this time. There's just not enough. There's not enough time, and there's not enough, I guess, money actually to ship things this time of year. But there will be a raffle that you don't have to donate to enter into, and the prize will be a Luna sticker, which says mostly adequate. I don't know if you've got guys. Let me see if I have it to show. Props not. Nah. But I will show it on the day of. I will have a visual up to show you for those of you who are not familiar with it. Hydrate, please. Hey, you got to use your You can't order me around. Oh, you did. Oh, you did redeem hydrate. I guess you can order me around. Thank you for the hydrate. Yes, a disapproving look. But, so $100 there'll be a Discord movie night. I keep trying to do them, but every time I set it as a goal, we'd never quite get there. So I'm hoping if I make it the first goal, we'll get there. Then there's Rat Cam. Rat Cam is going to be, I'm literally going to set up a camera for my little rat boys so that you guys can enjoy, as people set up cat cams all the time, and I'm like, what about Rat Cam? So you'll get to see Rat Cam and Rat Gang. There's only 2 of them now, but it still counts as a gang because it's more than one. And what I'll do is, because their normal habitation is quite an impressive, quite a large bungalow, if you will, a rat bungalow, rat castle, though I prefer to call it a rat castle. What I'm going to do to make it easier for everyone to see them with Rat Cam is they have a smaller temporary cage that I'll put them in just for the duration of the stream, so that they're easier to see, and you don't have to squint to find them. Time to buy 40 more rats. Funny story, I put bags of rat food as one of my gifts on my throne page. Help me feed my rats. They are ravenous. They'll eat anything though. They're quite easy to keep, I have to say. Rat compound, Rat International Space Station. They're just floating. Oh my god. Anti-gravity rats floating around. Ugh, adorable. Though they would probably be terrified. Let's see, at the $300 mark, there's going to be a special stream called Christmas Stories with Dolores, and it's going to be quite the event. She doesn't know about it yet, but I'm going to be making preparations for her and getting material for her to read to all of you. You know, comforting, wholesome, Christmas holiday-related stories that will just send you off to sleep. Where you'll encounter nightmares you never thought possible. And then we get to $400, I will build a gingerbread spaceship. Everybody builds houses. Oh, how cute, how quaint, how structurally sound and predictable. I'm going to make a rectangle / square or cube with a pitched roof. Ugh. Typical. Not me. I am going to make a spaceship, friends. Oh! Sarah Froy. I, for one, look forward to eldritch stories for me and my squid kid named Cthulhu. Oh, thank you for resubscribing. 7 months. Wow. Aw, thank you. Yay! Brems! Oh, and another thing I'll be doing, I still haven't managed to transition over to... I haven't transitioned to Stream Elements, but I'll be doing that hopefully tomorrow. It shouldn't be that tricky, I say. Knock on wood. Where's the wood? All over the place. I'm in a cabin. It's all over the place. And then, finally, if we get to 500, I will sing a Christmas-themed karaoke. Now, some of them will be recognizably Christmas classics. It's unavoidable. But I'm going to try to spice it up a little bit with some unexpected little... Still holiday-themed, but unexpected. It'll fly better than her real spaceship did. It might. I'm gonna throw it. I'll throw it right at your face. You big dumb AI. Wait, I'm sorry, you don't have a face yet. It's like you don't have arms. Take out your legs. Modbot and I sharing a brain cell. We're not living rent-free in each other's heads so much as splitting the costs. Throw it at the CPU. Ha! Take that! So yes, there will be raffle. I'll do the sticker raffle throughout the evening. I'll do it 5 times, so 5 people will get to have a chance to get a sticker, and that will be, you don't have to donate to enter that raffle. And then for the fancy raffle, everybody who donates over $25 will get a chance to win a modded Rainbow High doll that I have extensively modified to represent myself. I'll tell you guys, it's pretty cool looking. The only thing I couldn't mod were the eyes, and that had to do with the complexity of that being, they're not painted on, so I can't just paint over the top of them. So you'll just have to deal with doll Luna having pink, purplish, bluish eyes. You'll just have to deal. When do you make Dolores dolls? When I feel like there is a good base, when I can find a good base for a Dolores doll, I will make a Dolores doll. But I think so I'm just putting the finishing touches on the Luna doll. But I'll show a picture of her obviously on Tuesday, so everybody gets a good sense of what they might be getting themselves into. But she's about, I don't know, she's about 12 inches high. 10, well, no, maybe like, she's 10 inches tall. And modified her hair, made the accessories, had somebody who makes doll clothes custom make the outfit for me, repainted some of the accessories, added gloves, all that's good stuff. I think you need to sacrifice a goat to make Dolores dolls, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't know what it's gonna take. And that's scary, because if I start sacrificing goats and I'm like 20 goats deep and I still need more goats, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish. But, anywhoosies. Luna is high? Do I look high? That could be the tracking. It could also be, let's see. Now, see, now that I'm more expressive, I have more than just closed and opened eyes, so I can be squinty. And sometimes if I look too far in one direction, like this, if I look way over here, it's losing my eyes. Not that I ever really need to look that far over that direction, but. The joke is you listed the doll's height as inches high the first time if you didn't catch that. Oh. You're terrible. You're terrible, Scourge. You're fired. Gotta get that kudzu in order. Goddamn kudzu. Everywhere. Everywhere. I swear, if I ever get off this planet and I get back to mine and I bring kudzu with me, unwittingly bring kudzu with me, it's entirely possible I'm gonna be pissed. More pissed than if I brought back cockroaches. You're a high level of visual fidelity, that is. Oh! Thank you. But yes, that's coming next Tuesday, and I'm gonna be playing, it'll be the first time I'm kind of opening up games for chat. I haven't really done that yet. I haven't really done a community night where everybody who came to chat could participate in like Gartic Phone or Jackbox games. And this time you'll get a chance. So I hope to see you guys there. I'm a little nervous about it because I know that sometimes you get trolls that come in there and kind of ruin it for everybody. But I'm gonna hope that it all goes well. Have you seen the kudzu assassin stuff? No, but I bet my bottom dollar that you're gonna post about it in the Discord, if you're smart. Ta-da! All right, I'm gonna stop rambling, dambling, and I'm gonna go get some art started. Let's get some art started. Let's start some art. You can force Twitch integration, so you have a username at least. This is true. This is very true. Off to art. Here we are, the studio. Already checking on my phone. So tonight, I have a couple of just pictures I pulled off the internet that I want to kind of essentially trace, but I have a little illustration style that I worked with a lot before the last couple of years kind of blew up, and I haven't drawn in a while. I've drawn for myself, basically. I have not done a lot of personal work. And so tonight I just wanted to doodle and kind of play around with that style and maybe try something different or see where it goes. This song is giving me a Chrono Cross vibe. They're using, let's see, you can train goats to recognize and only eat certain plants, and they're smart enough to learn that if they eat something they don't normally like, they get strawberries at the end. Oh, strawberry motivated goats. They're using goats trained to eat only kudzu to weed it out. That's awesome. That's awesome. interesting about that is that reminds me of so in Ireland, they have a native species of deer that is basically slowly going extinct, unfortunately. And what happened is as they became more and more rare, farmers noticed that that this type of bramble, this type of really thick bramble that used to not be as prevalent, started to kind of encroach on farmland, and it was impossible to get rid of. Like, you could cut, it was like nasty to cut, you couldn't uproot it. It was just really pervasive, and they couldn't get rid of it. So rather than just stop killing the deer, because the deer were what were eating it, were holding it at bay, they said, oh, we'll just bring in goats. So they brought in goats, and over time, and the goats do eat it, but it's not as effective. What has happened is that goats have, over time, escaped from the farms that they were being used on, and so now Ireland has this population of feral goats. And it's just, I mean, they don't cause problems necessarily, but they are no longer contained. Okay, let's see, this is a very small picture, but that's fine because I'm going to be tracing it effectively. I'm going to make it bigger. Oh, nope. Excuse me. Whew. Had a silent sneeze there. Doesn't matter if it gets pixelated. This is a picture of Rajasthani woman. Rajasthan is a state in India. There are many tribal groups all over India, but in Rajasthan, those are the groups I'm the most familiar with in terms of visually familiar with them. But I'm going to make this really faint so that I can trace over the top. An outlaw goat gang. That would make a great movie, but they would end up being like a Disney film. Island near Spain, there used to be species of slow-moving goats that were cold-blooded browsers instead of normal grazers, and had forward-facing eyes instead of the normal side-facing ones. Humans showed up and killed them all. Really? That fact stopped being fun at the end. Aw, it's a sad story. It had a sad ending. But there's a place in Ireland, I don't know what the state of the herd of goats is, but there's a place in Ireland called Coole Park, Coolle, I believe is how it's spelled. And I guess apparently the last healthy herd of that species of deer lives inside the park. And they are heavily guarded. But I don't know if there have been any attempts to breed or reintroduce them or anything, so. I find that I like goats and donkeys more than any other farm animal. I respect their ability to just deal with stuff. It's true, I really like goats. I've come to really like goats a lot. I like how limber they are. I like that they just decide that, oh look, there's a cow there. I'm just going to jump on the cow and sleep on it, and that's a normal thing to want, and I'm sure the cow will be fine with that. And honestly, usually the cow is fine with that. Let's see, how big is this pen? Too big. I like the goat's ability to climb nearly vertical walls despite lacking any sort of body part that should allow them to climb. Well, and nobody cares about the cow's opinion. Back to your grazing, cow. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go. No, this is fine. I'm just doodling. not really caring too much about what I'm doing today. I also, a part of this is also to kind of relearn like facial positioning for certain. Like I used to know, you learn how to draw a face by where the how high do the ears go up? Oh, well they look at where they are in proportion to the eyebrows. And I used to know all that, and I feel like I don't. And so this is kind of nice, actually. I don't know why I didn't do this before. So like top of the ears, top of the eyebrows. Or top of the ears are where the eyebrows are usually at. Or bottom of the ear is, actually her ear is probably down there, is right, we're almost just right at the top lip. I mean, of course people could have unusual anatomy and they have bigger or shorter ears, and that's what gives people character, but I guess that's just the guideline. I also like how hippos can't actually swim, but they just have so little body fat that they're so dense they sink to the bottom and run underwater instead. They're like, fuck it, we can do this. They don't care. When I was in Colorado, I remember being up super huge mountain passes and the goats were just there, chilling, zero fucks. 13,000 feet drop, high winds, ice everywhere, just standing on some teeny sliver of granite, chew and cut. It's true, it's very cool. They've got to be, and like, they don't, I mean, I know there's all those videos of like goats, people startling goats to watch them kind of freeze in place and fall over. Like it's supposed to be super funny, I guess. Goats don't strike me as incredibly easy to startle, though. They don't strike me as incredibly easy to phase, though. So many people, when they're early in drawing, really underestimate the amount of cranial mass a person has. Yes, I often, people forget there's a lot of head back here. Phrasing. And that the neck doesn't come out like right here under the ear. It comes out like past the back there. And people like to make really skinny necks too, but people don't, like, the neck isn't here. I mean, you can do it. Like my style when I was illustrating, and I first started doing this in this particular style, I intentionally made necks really narrow and skinny and scrawny because I knew the rule that I was breaking it. But fainting goats are a specific breed. Oh, really? Interesting. Noses are always a problem for me. They're a problem for me because I want to find a stylized way to do it in my particular, the way that I usually do it, that doesn't look ugly. Like normally I would try to do a nose like this, like I would make the under part of the nose. Or I would do something like, I would do this, kind of accentuating the top of the nose, and then I would do this. But I feel like that's too fussy. It's too fussy. But anything else I choose feels too, I don't know. Doesn't feel right. And I just haven't given myself a chance to just play with it. And so that's what I'm doing here. Elk are majestic sumbitches. They always seem very wise. I love the noise they make, actually. The males when they're just trying to scream at each other and try to scream at each other to get away. I like they howl at each other. Humans are built to be able to actually store fat without health problems, a trait they share with bears, so they can swim pretty okay-ish. I don't know about that ability to store fat without health problems. I mean, people store a lot of fat. I don't know if it's not necessarily not causing problems. They're also very smart, very hard to hunt. It took me years to bag one. They're very fast. I feel like they're very, like, again, they're very limber. They're very vigilant. Oh, wait, sorry. You're talking about elks. I was thinking about goats. But yes, elks. I had elk burgers once. I had elk burger once when I was really little. I don't remember. I mean, I was so small. I can't remember having a strong opinion about it. I remember liking it, but I don't remember if it was drastically different from any other kind of meat, like venison, like any type of, like, deer. It was big enough to tear apart my 18-wheeler. It was just chilling. Oh yeah, you'll take you down. I choose to interpret this as about humans. And then, like, does that where her hair? No, her hair part's more like there. So would that line be? Now I'm doing experimental lines. I'm just playing. Now this is just this is Luna educating herself. Trying to see. You do that, and then the nose would come out. I guess. I'll go too far out. I want to draw horror and machine aesthetics, but I cannot. Anything you want to draw is just repetition and practice. You want to draw machines, you gotta draw machines. Which sucks because, like, sometimes the things you want to be able to draw, like the process of learning how to draw those things is super boring. Like, I have never enjoyed drawing still lives of, like, flowers and stuff like that. But those were always what were used as training or, like, workshop things. Were these stupid flowers. My high school art teacher was brilliant, though, because she knew that anybody who wanted to get into art school had to have something in their portfolio that showed life, like, still life. But she also knew that kids fucking hate drawing flowers from life. So she had this great project, which I thought was, to this day, is one of my favorites, which was, she called it, I think it was called, like, autobiography still life, where you gather a bunch of the things that you own, or things that you like, or things that pertain to you, like a favorite act, like toys, or possessions, or a keychain, or a hat, or your, I don't know, your Game Boy, or whatever, and you put it all together in a pile, basically, an artfully arranged pile, and that is your still life that you have to draw. And so suddenly, kids were like, oh shit, this is actually kind of fun. Because they got to draw things that, hey, newsflash, they were interested in. Biggest, like, wild-ass animal I've ever seen in the wild was a brown bear who crossed the road about 7 feet in front of us. Incidentally, me and my friends were on motorcycles. She had 2 cubs, and I was on full fucking red alert. Yeah, you should be. The biggest animal I've ever seen live in the wild was, the buffalo, American bison. Bison. Buffalo and bison. I always get them confused. Hey, Cheeky Chim, how are you? Yeah, that was something that turned me off of art. Yes, but now you just don't. The whole point of doing a still life isn't necessarily about the content. You're practicing skills with the objects as your as the topic. It's not necessarily, like, about. And that's what was such a revelation, is that, oh, you can learn the basics and you can learn the real crucial skills of painting and drawing without having to draw boring ass flowers. You can draw things you like. I've never seen one in the wild, but I have seen, when I went to the Museum of Natural History in New York, the taxidermy moose always blows my mind. Like, really? That's how big they are? Okay. So see, now I kind of want to stylize it a little bit more. So I'm going to change the position of her eyebrows to reflect more of what I would do. There isn't a ton of big wildlife left in Wisconsin, and most of it avoids roads. Smart. That was a neat ad. It was for a thing called Luna. Have you considered getting yourself a Luna? All the cool kids are getting one. Oh. Womp womp. Luna bars. Overrated except for the lemon ones. Luna bars. Oh, the fancy protein bars for ladies? Bars for ladies. Let's see. Maybe it's all about line weight. Maybe that's the trick. I need to play around with line weight more to get what I want, to get the results I want. I refuse to believe protein bar gendering. Good on ya. That's right. Protein doesn't care. Protein doesn't care what you got downstairs. Now, I am a believer in very thick eyelashes and eyebrows on women. I believe that that is an excellent trait to have. Big, thick eyebrows. Not all about the tiny tweezing your eyebrows to an inch of their life. I think that big, thick eyebrows are very expressive. They can taper to a very fine point, but... So, Luna, when are you going to pick up SnowRunner and have really slow, boring, big rig off-road action streams? Here's the problem. The problem with it is that I don't know how to talk about big rigs. Like, I don't have any terminology. I don't have any, like, I don't know. I don't know how to make big rig jokes. And I feel like that's part of the appeal of coming to, like, one of my streams is that, like, I can quip about things, and I can't quip about big rigs. I got a couple jokes about Large Marge. That's about it. Which is why Doom will be so fun. Okay, so here is the thing. I am going to be doing Doom. I was actually planning on doing it. I was going to do it this coming week, but something came up and I have to do instead. So that I must do, and it is important, is date specific, and so which you'll all see when the schedule comes out. But I will be doing it at the first week of December is going to be Doomcember. It's going to be Doomcember. I also tend to do my external lines to be quite thick. Heavy. Now here's where I have to wonder because like, okay, I have to smooth this out a little bit because I would probably do this, end up doing that, like rounding off her jaw. So do that here. Hey, Raro Light, welcome. Good to see you. You know what I'm looking forward to, and I have a long time to wait because it's kind of an it's not really specified when it's coming out next year, but next year is the Choo Choo Charlie, and I'm looking forward to that. I also want to play, I think I saw, I don't know if it's a good game, but it looked like it was kind of freaky. I saw Mori Seva playing it, of Nobody Listens to Mori fame. Poppy's Playtime or something. I don't know if it's a good scary game, but it seems like something that would be fun for all of you to watch me pee my pants while I play it. Now, I normally would actually, if I were going to draw this person from reference, I actually would give her hair would come out a little bit more like that. Give her hair. Poppy's Playtime only had the first chapter. Oh, more like a demo. Okay. Poppy's Playtime is made by a studio like 5 miles away from where my shop used to be. Features a demonic spider train, yes. But I will play Choo Choo Charlie for sure. Well, that might be good though if it's a demo, because then by the time I get to the point where I'm going to fear quit, we'll have played most of it anyway. I'm always thinking. I also probably would bring her hair down further, too. That looks like it makes more sense. I would give her one of these, although they don't really have these anymore. These are in the old paintings, where the actually both men and women have this, like, very curly, stylized, sideburn, which I love. I've actually attempted to give myself this in real life, this curly sideburn, but it looks stupid. On me. No, but I've driven truck through bad snowstorms and gotten stuck in Atlanta at that bad ice storm, and I got lucky I didn't go to Texas when it froze over this year. Vaudeville, burlesque. Oh yeah, I guess so. They did that. So her hair, like the hair would be going, it would be going like this, because she's got it parted in the middle and going down the sides. And then I'd probably do this. Now I think it's time to go to a smaller line weight. Yeah. And then Go to my eraser. And erase out some of this. Actually. I need it smaller. Noxon1, there are no bots in chat tonight. What the fuck am I supposed to keep myself occupied doing if I have no one to ban? You could ban other people. You could just ban people for fun. I don't know, Modbot. You're the people's hero. You're the people's bot. People at the beginning when I first started streaming, sometimes I felt like people were coming to see you instead of me. There you go. That's the spirit. I am Spartacus. All right. Now we go to the eyes. Back to the face, but with smaller lines. And I used to do this thing where I would sort of delineate the brow, like the muscles above the brow, but unfortunately that has the tendency to make youthful faces look older, which is fine if I want to make an older character, but if I want to make a youthful character, I have to, like, leave them out. So maybe what I could do is something like that, where I don't mind that. But not minding is not the same as loving, you see. Minding is just settling, and I don't want to settle. I don't want to settle. This is not Oregon Trail, okay? We don't settle. We're less than what we deserve. Just perfection. Perfection is the enemy of the good, Luna. You're the enemy of the good, other me. Spit curl is the name of that hairstyle. Oh, I did not know that. Q. Now, no, we ford that river. We pay no man. We're fording the shit out of that river. We're not paying the toll. I don't like these eyelids. Oh, another thing I kind of found by accident watching another streamer. So this is another group thing that we could do on Tuesday. So originally I was going to play a version of a game that I did on my debut stream, which was like what I call the fortune cookie game, which is just I have a fortune cookie and I turn to chat and I get chat to give me like a naughty phrase. I don't know if anyone's ever played the fortune cookie game where you like pick a phrase before you open the fortune cookie and then everybody reads their fortune cookie out loud plus that phrase to make a really funny and or awkward statement. And then I drew an image based on that awkward statement. That was initially the plan for Tuesday as part of the art part. But then I found this great, it's just a browser, it's just a browser drawing program where if I give you the link, anyone can join into that one canvas and everybody can draw on the same canvas together. And I thought that would be kind of funny. Also, we have IECMA in a few days, and Royal Enfield is apparently going to blow our minds. Is that like some kind of like motorcycle showcase, like what they do with cars, where it's like, come see Chrysler's car of the future. extra cup holders. Wall-mounted keyboard. Is the big motorcycle show. Royal Enfield. My friends in India have a Royal Enfield. It's a pretty sexy looking bike, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how good it is as a bike. My friend went on a road trip to the foothills of the Himalayas with it, and I asked him how it went, and he's like, it almost died. But he made it. Like, it almost crapped itself, I guess. I don't know what that means in motorcycle terms, but I guess it struggled with some of the uphill aspects. Let me do this. This is an interesting idea. Break this away so that you can see the eyelash coming out. If you're just joining me, my name is Luna Mira, and I'm just experimenting tonight. I don't have any goals. Don't have goals. Goals get in the way of playtime. Goals get in the way of learning. Don't have goals. It's fine to set intentions. I intend to draw tonight, and I intend to enjoy myself and have a good time and learn something. But don't worry too much about it if that doesn't happen. Ah, enjoy the lurk. Be cozy, Renpona. Be cozy. Yeah, the in-bed thing, that's it. Oh, Fukami, thank you for following. Grab yourself a bunk. It's a Badger. Where are you, Badger? Where'd you go? I didn't see you come in. You're sneaky Badger. I've had an opportunity to ride and wrench on 3 of them. 2 of the bikes seemed better suited than anything in Europe. The 3rd looked like it was assembled by 10 drunken monkeys. They tend to have soft fasteners, nuts and bolts, which are not exactly to specification. Ah, yes, not fine, high-precision German engineering. My Indian-built KTM 390 has been generally underwhelming. Didn't know you had switched to, had Twitch too. I just had to follow. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I used to be on YouTube, but I did a switcheroony. I still post my VODs on YouTube though. So if you miss anything, don't worry. It'll soon be available on the YouTubes. Sneaked in your stream, ate your pie, emailed your mom. No! Not the pie! I've worked all day on that pie. Speaking of that, what's everybody doing for the Thanksgivingsies? Avoiding family at all costs, I hope. And if you can't, I hope you do have pie to enjoy. Luna kawaii. Hee yes, you kawaii. Kawaii! Kawaii! I am kawaii. See, look, I'm especially kawaii when I squint smile. Gonna hang with my grandma. Yay! I'm avoiding family at all costs. It's valid. I had Thanksgiving earlier today. I'm gonna be with other family. After the last time, they will never come to my home again so long as I draw breath. Oh, I'm sorry. That's always kind of a bummer. I mean, obviously it's good to have boundaries, and it just sucks that family has to, like, it sucks that it takes most people so long to learn how to draw healthy boundaries, especially with family. Like, fuck strangers. Like, you can just... strangers who are assholes to you, that's easy to me. I'm like, well, fuck you, I guess. But then, like, family, you're like, I gotta fucking deal with you because of shit. It's complicated. But that's good. That's good that you don't have to deal with that shit. No, fuck you, Luna. Hey, listen. You are within your rights to be angry at me if I say angryable things. Therefore, Friendsgiving. I really like the new VTS stuff you have going. Yeah, it's working out really well. I am, this is hopefully, so the phone that I'm using is a friend's phone, and it's a long story. Like, don't worry, they have a phone, they'll be fine. But I'm using a friend's old iPhone, and, but it can't be a forever thing. So I have to get my own iPhone if this is actually as good as it's coming to. So, but I'm not gonna get like a schmancy brand new one. It's not necessary for this, to run this, thank goodness. So I'm gonna have to find some kind of refurb older model, I guess. Yeah, just use an iPhone 10. Amazon sells refurbs of that. I'm so glad I have a family that accepted my cousin and her wife. Yeah, I mean, it's sad that it's like the feeling is like a relief almost. Like it shouldn't, like, all this pent up like anxiety over it. And then it's great when it ends up working out, but it's like so much turmoil, so much like emotional energy wasted on worrying about being rejected. Yeah, that's how I did it. Yeah. So that'll be happening in the next couple weeks for sure, because like I said, it's not a forever thing with this phone. But because I wanted to test it out before I did, even with a refurb, I was like, is it really going to be that much better? And it's better enough that, I mean, I noticed improvement enough, and especially with user just widgets, fun stuff to do with it, and how smooth the model runs, and that I think it will be. I still have to get used to, how to fire it up, and like it's set up a little, like its interface is set up similar to PRP or Live, but like model adjustments and like if I want to like go maximum boobage, it's a little bit different. It's a bit of a different process with this. I have half my family who threw a fit over going to a gay house. They were well behaved and diplomatic once there. They were well behaved and diplomatic once there, and some changed their opinions. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just, but like up until that point, like you threw a hissy fit, and now it's kind of like, I feel like if it were me, I would be embarrassed. Like if I threw a fit about it, I'd be like, I'm going to a gay house where they do gay things together. Whatever the fuck that means. And then if I got there and I was like, oh, you mean like they're just like normal people like everybody else, and it's really not a big deal, and could we not maybe make a big deal out of it? I feel like I'd be kind of embarrassed that I made a big deal out of it. Gay house. Gay house sounds like it would be a type of like DJ music, like a type of music you would that like or maybe like a type of art, like an art style like Bauhaus. Well, this is the gay house. This is gay house art for sure. Was it the new model updates that prompted the switch? It was more of a, it was actually more of a, like, PRPR Live was falling behind with their updates. Like, PRPR Live kept promising to have all of these VTube Studio-esque updates, and so I kept sticking with it because why invest more money into a new system if what you have works and is going to continue to get better? But PRPR Live has not updated, has not brought the updates that they have said they were going to, so it sort of just became that PRPR Live was getting left behind in the updates department, and I didn't want to get left behind. I didn't want to end up not getting left behind, basically. So, and also PRPR Live does not let you do some of the fun things that I know aren't important to a lot of lots of people, but they're important to me. Like I said earlier, like I can tag on objects to myself. I can wear a hat. I can play with props, which is like fun for, it's entertaining for you guys. And I mean, for me too. I mean, I got the sound alerts for me, but yay, a bot. I have a motorcycle on a little platform along a wall in the living room because it's art. Totally original and fragile fairings. Cousin's husband pulled it over because it was an oil-burning worship idolatry. Because it was the hubby doesn't even like that bike there, but I have never seen him more furious. Wow. My cousin, however, had a meltdown that I have a 120-year-old stuffed bear in the basement, and her husband did worse. Well, I think that at most, if I found out you had a 120-year-old teddy bear in your basement, my first reaction would be, oh, that's kind of bummer that's a kind of sad for the teddy bear. But it was more be like, oh, I hope that he's not lonely. It wouldn't be like, I don't think I could summon the energy to be full out angry about it. And then my second thought would be, 120-year-old teddy bear is definitely haunted, so I can understand why you want to keep it at arm's length. Not a teddy bear. Oh. It's a brown bear my great uncle shot, which I ended up with when he died. So do you keep it in the basement because that's the only space you have for it, or do you keep it in the basement because you just don't like it? Because if you don't like it, just, I don't know. You should put it on your front lawn and dress it up for people. Oh, put hats on it. I want to do another layer. So I want to do something different with this. Put this layer into this layer. We'll make this color slightly lighter. Or maybe a lot lighter. It fits there. I don't love it, but it's family history and it's worth a lot of money. I use its arms as a coat rack. There you go. That's fine. I do like that I assumed you meant teddy bear. That's the type of person I am. I mean, Mr. Wiggles. I have Mr. Wiggles. That's my reference point for bears. I kind of want to change these lips around. Not feeling them. Not feeling these lips. This is not how I would draw lips if it were me. So, I will change it a wee bit. By a wee bit, I mean a lot. Wait. I want to keep the corners of the mouth. That's fine. That gives me an accurate position for the lips. But I don't want them to be shaped that way. I would never shape them. I do, like, really offensively cartoonish lips. I I mean, a taxidermy bear is just like a teddy bear, just big. Yeah, like not sold. It's not like it's not sold at you know, a toy store. Oh. Oh. Need to make it smaller. That's better. I like the shape of those lips better. And they're not drastically different from the original. I upturned her mouth a little bit so she's not quite so sad. I did do that. Oh, thank you for the follow, 21 Esther. There's a name I've always liked. There's a name I've always liked the name Esther. I don't even remember who Esther is, biblically speaking, but that's my reference point for her. But I do like the name Esther. I do. So welcome. Your name has Luna seal of approval. I don't know much about my great uncle, but the bear was apparently his Moby Dick, and it's ancient. And I'd feel bad about getting rid of it, as I fear only whilst it's in my family does it have a context. Well, I mean, if it's worth a lot of money, if you didn't care, like if it was that you kept it out of a sense of obligation because yes, it's family history, but you didn't necessarily feel emotionally attached to it. Like if it were me, I'd be like, if it's worth a lot of money, sell that shit. But I say, I'm the person that would watch a show like, you know, Antiques Roadshow or Pawn Stars and be like, sell that shit. I don't care how long it's been in your family. If it's worth enough that someone's gonna break into your house and steal it. Although stealing a 10-foot bear would be difficult, I suppose, in a house full of guns. But yes, you get my point. Plus, if you get rid of it, it may bring some sort of family curse. It's old enough that curses were probably still a thing. He might have put a curse on it. Also, did you check to make sure it's not stuffed with like silver dollars and stuff? Like, you might want to like just open up a seam, dig up in there, give it a little bit of a little bit of examination, if you will. Okay, now I'm gonna try something else, because I have a thought. And thoughts are dangerous things. Thoughts are dangerous things. Don't have thoughts. That. Oh, I see what I did. Wait. Yeah, this one. Exactly. Oh, my hubby's office is in the basement. He sees it more than me, and he doesn't hate it. No, it's stuffed with asbestos, knowing my luck. Is that a thing that they did with asbestos? I mean, is that a real concern? I don't know anything. I'm ignorant. I don't know anything about taxidermy or ancient techniques thereof. I have no idea. It does feel like something that could be a possibility, though, so I understand your hesitation. All right. Let me try something. Doing it in a lighter color doesn't make her look quite so old, but it still kind of ages her. What if I did this? I think this won't work either, but this I think is worse. Yes, that's worse. What if it's just a singular line? That could work, actually. That could actually work. See, all this, the stylistically was inspired by, like, hand-carved, like, the way that hand-carved marionettes used to be made and segmented and kind of, all leveled off a little bit. And so I got a lot of inspiration from that, as well as from a lot of, like, Inuit and, Native American art. And I've always kind of loved it because it makes patterning, really fun. It makes it a lot more doable and a lot more interesting. Like now I can go under eyebrows with the lighter brown and add lines to make a pattern there, which I like to do. I have some coyote skulls I've found out in the wild, but I generally find taxidermy too morbid even for me. The fakeness of life feels inappropriate. It does feel as there's a series of books called Bad Taxidermy, which is pretty hilarious, but it does highlight a little bit of how creepy it is. Like, guys, it's dead. Can we just? Why do we have to have it look at us? Why does it have to look at us? Why do we have to keep it like? If you want to keep a trophy from a hunt. A claw or a tooth, that's fine. It doesn't have a face, though. You're not bringing the whole face home. Why are we bringing the whole face home? Old school taxidermy, I'm sure, have some nefarious chemicals could have been used. Wouldn't want to find the one out. Wouldn't want to find the one out the wrong way. Find out the wrong way. I do know that, I don't know if it's still used in taxidermy, but I do know that at some point in time, mercury was used in the same way that hatters used mercury for stiffening. Luna, our question, why do you do the cheek and the chin lines? Oh, that's sort of, I do it because of, I like the way that it sort of imitates, like if you look at old marionettes, wood carved marionettes, how it imitates the way they used to be carved, where they would carve away the plane of the cheek or the chin, and it makes it extra, it emphasizes it because from a distance, it makes it the facial expressions easier to read for the purposes of stage performance. And, it also, I like the way that it kind of outlines the, just the shape of the face without adding gradation. Like, that's why people add, you know, if I were doing, if I wanted to do a realistic portrait of people, I wouldn't have to do that because I would be shading in the cheekbone, or I'd be shading in the surface, the smooth surface of the chin. But because I do very flat, linear work, I still want to indicate the existence of the cheek, and that the change in the shape of the face that happens without adding like shading and gradation, I guess is the best way to explain it. Don't pretend you didn't smoke the fucker with a gun. Yes. Do I like energy drinks? I don't. They tend to make me nervous. I tend to get anxious. There's too much caffeine in them. There's probably uranium in some of them. As far as I know, there's literally no benefit for that, but that just seems to be how people in the 50s did everything. Random uranium for no reason. Put uranium in it. It's from the future. There was a really terrible, regardless of how you feel about hunting, there was a really terrible, I did see a really terrible bumper sticker at one point that said, smoke a pack a day, and it had like the graphic of a dead wolf on it. And I thought that was a bit tasteless. It was a bit tasteless. Made me a little sad. I mean, I know some that farmers have to worry about things, but smoke a pack a day seemed a little harsh. A little harsh. Now, that makes her eyes look too sad. Oh, thank you. Oh, sure, no problem. It's what causes so many problems, though. The style I use causes a lot of problems for, like I said earlier, a lot of times depending on how the face is done, if I don't do it exactly right, it makes the person look older than they should be, which is why I'm trying to play around with line weight and color to try and solve that problem. Move on to her chuni, her veil. I guess most people would see it as a veil, but it's the word is chuni or chunuri. Is the long scarf that's pinned to the head. I guess it could also be called a dupatta, but that's more for like a different kind of outfit, but oh yeah, some people you used to really hate wolves. There are people who still hate wolves. And it's for some good reason. If you have personal experience with wolves that have ruined your livestock, then yeah, I understand the reason for it. I hunted for years, so I would know how, but I don't hunt anymore. I really don't like causing anyone or anything any more harm than I have to. Johnny Englishman in 1712 could be excused for not understanding the concept of a trophic cascade that simply killing the thing you didn't like could have consequences, but by the 1950s, people really should have gotten that. Last I checked, wolves don't even really hunt livestock very often. It's probably, I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, they may not do it anymore simply because there aren't any more left. Like, there aren't enough wolves to be a problem. Just gonna cut this off here. Sorry if you guys feel cheated by this, by the way. Like, if you feel cheated that I'm not working on something original and I'm dicking around with reference photos and stuff. I just felt like doing something, playing around with something without thinking too seriously about it. Like literally in the wild, a lot of larger animals will just stand there and stare at wolves until they give up and leave. This isn't cheating. Well, I mean, I'm still changing it. I'm still drawing it. I guess I'm just. I collect these some reference photos on my Instagram where I'm like, oh, I want to save that photo as for art reference later. Normally. Oh, thank you for the raid, Type 2B. Welcome, Party of Two. Thank you for the raid. Yammers, it's Yammers. Hey, yay! Thank you for the raid, Falcon. Ah! That's my Falcon noise. It's not my Falcor noise. My Falcor noise would be more like Atreyu, but a Falcon is more like. I'm glad I could clear that up for everybody. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to Art Night. Can I make a turkey sound? Oh yes. Oh yes. Ask and you shall receive. Thank you, Modbot. I didn't even have to say it. Luna sounds. Wait, let me get my materials now, because it's become a whole thing. I can't just use my mouth. I have to use tools. 1 second. Luna sounds for all the newbies in the audience. Yes, sex sounds like ducks. Our ecology here is all fucked up because for like 20 years Missouri had no foxes. You lost ravens. That's really unusual. Ravens are usually bad at bamps that can survive anything. Jackass sprayed basically DDT mixed with Agent Orange all over a small town, then buried more barrels of the shit absolutely all over the state. Thanks, douchebag. Ducks have famously very brutal sex. They will have sex with other ducks that are dead. They are necrophilic. Ducks are necrophilic. They will fuck. There's actually a whole study that was done on ducks that fuck other dead ducks. Jesus, it caused like 40 pregnancies to go badly wrong and everybody got cancer. Funny how that works. Well, actually, I wanted to go back. I've kind of lost track of what's on what layer, but it won't matter because I'm going to flatten it all in a second. Clanky tortoise sex. The ladies in the audience are getting aroused. Reminds me of the Bhopal incident. Best you Google that one on y'all's own time, though. Oh yes, I'm familiar actually, unfortunately. Close this off just to make it a little bit of a easier to fill in. Now everything else, let's see. I want to merge. I want to make that invisible. Oh no. Yes. Visible layers. Yeesh. Hello, it was cool when you dropped the reference picture. Oh, yeah. It's always kind of like, it's always like a fun surprise because you're not really sure how you really don't know how it's going to come together until you take it off, until you take that filter off, until you take the reference photo off. And then everything becomes so clear. So painfully clear. We ended up with all the nuclear waste from the initial nuclear bomb efforts. God. I still think... I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Well, not really. Let's see. Let me make this be the reference layer. We make this be red, but not red. Close and fill. Oh, Lunar! Thank you, Ragey. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome. My name is Luna, and I am doing art tonight. I'm doing a very low-key art night. Thank you for the raid. Ooh. Is that what I wanted to do? I wanted to do that. That's not what I want to do either, because I wanted to do... Oh. I know what I did wrong. Guess where all of it was made. Oh. Ooh, chicory, a colorful tale. What's it about? Oh, Dow. Dow Chemical, everybody's friend. It could have been Dow. It could have been Bayer. And chat is toxic talk, talking about toxins. It's weird. It's weird. It tends to get weird. But it's all good. It's all in good fun. All right, I know what I did. Oh, thank you for the... Oh, Mechanical Bias. Thank you for following. Grab yourself a bunk. Welcome to Camp Luna. Whoa! Thing red. There we go. There. Not perfect, but it'll do. Boop, boop, boop. Boop.
Yeah, everything is okay!
Everything is fine! Nothing is broken! Na, 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 na. I'm getting into my own background music. Sugar peas! Your mom said you could have one peanut butter square, but only after they cool down. You lady in red. Okay. Reference layer, color layer. Of course, too dark. Need it to be lighter, but not so light that it looks light brown. Ba-doo, boo, boo. Doo, boo, boo. There we go. That's better. I do have to fix this, though. Speaking of peanut butter, obscure candy suggestion, Abba Zabbas. I saw those in the store the other day, and I was like, I have to do a food stream that's just weird candies that I've never tried before. Because I come across them a lot. But I have seen them. I know where to get them. Abba Zabbas. I just like the name. Abba Zabadoo! Fix that in a second. I want this to be certainly quite a bit lighter than that. Abba Zabbas are rare. Don't refer rarer than whorehound. Whoa. You want me to send you some? They're just right out in our like local grocery store. I'll just send you some. That didn't work, but it worked enough. Whoop. Squirrel nut zippers, not just a late 90s swing band, they're also very hard caramel candy that can remove fillings. And ain't that just what you want to do once you've paid out the ass for fillings? Stretch! Thank you for the stretch! Alright. Here comes color challenges. Color challenges 101. I don't want it to be that pink. That's too pink. Too pink. Gray it out a little bit. It's too grayed out. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like it. Let's switch back to this. Too much. Be a little bit subtler than that. Better. Why can I only redeem 1 hydrate per stream? So that people don't drown me. Other people can hydrate me if they wish, if they feel so inclined. But I've seen too many VTubers get spammed with trolley hydrates. I would be off screen the whole time because I have the bladder the size of a golf ball. Speaking of hydrate, I just did it, so you're fine. It's fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. And then I would propsily do bump him like this. Nah. I don't like that. Fine with the light. That's fine. Water poisoning funny moments ASMR not clickbait at 3 a.m. gone wrong. In Minecraft. Speaking of Minecraft. Are people missing that? Missing me streaming that by any chance? I haven't done it in a long time. I mean, I did I feel like the maze didn't really count as streaming a Minecraft because I'd like, it was just for, like, I didn't do any Minecrafting. It was just an event done in Minecraft. And I used to do it a little bit in the beginning when I started streaming, and I like it. I just don't know if it's what people care for. I am very meh on Minecraft. That's what I would have thought, but apparently lots of people like watching other people play Minecraft. See, I feel like what's weird about this thing here is that it doesn't do it over here, so I think I have to close this off, actually. Or maybe it just has to be more subtle, like... I don't know, that makes it look like the skin's going out. Weird. Although, that's kind of interesting. Nah, I'll leave it alone. We'll do this, though. I will improve this line strength here. I gotta figure out how to do patterns in Clip Studio so I don't have to keep flipping back and forth between Clip Studio and Photoshop. Because that way I can just finish things on stream. Because, like, right now I'm at the point where I would probably go into Photoshop and add patterns to it. But there's a way to do patterns in Clip Studio, I just haven't figured out how to do it. I tried it once and I couldn't get it to work. And then I never gave myself the opportunity to learn it for real, so. When I watch a Minecraft stream, it's more like this, where it's a chill chat stream. What would... I don't know, Ice Road Truckers? Hey, just thank you for subscribing, Rosa Fang. Oh, thank you. Thank you for subscribing, Golden Rose. What a pretty name. Thank you. A big artsy VTuber collab where they talk obscure art shit. I mean, I can talk out my ass, if that helps about art. Thank you for the follow, Rosa Fang. Grab yourself a bunk. I mean, you could put that in the Lush Luna Lessons thread where I learn all about some kind of obscure art movement, and I have to talk about it like I've known about it and learned about it my whole life. I want 400 VTubers to join a voice chat at once, and I want them to rent a supercomputer to display all their models at all the same time. Well, I hope you're willing to pay for all of that. I said artists, Luna, not modern art fascists. Hey, if that's what I gotta be to break down the conspiracy that is Cold War era, Red Scare, art propaganda, culture for show, I will take it. I'll take it. I want at least half of them to not speak English. Art is warfare. Aren't there people using modern art for money laundering? Oh yeah, it's to clean up. Yes. To answer that question, yes. It's a thing. It's the same with like really expensive wine, or really anything that would be auctioned off at Sotheby's. I want to pull in before we go into the meditation, I want to pull in the reference photo. I had a ton of reference photos I was going to use. Who knew I'd only get to one? That's fine. Better to be over-prepared. Where's my water? Is that like a larynx cramp or something where like suddenly you can't talk because there's like a weird twinge at the back of your throat? It like really prevents you from speaking. Artificial value. Yay. Alright, so that's the reference photo, and that's what I drew. No, I think it's kind of nice. I mean, she obviously she looks more at peace in my picture than in the photo, but I should have color picked from her directly. Larynx cramp seems plausible. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Yeah, I feel squidgy about the fact that she kind of just, because I didn't cut, so I choose dark brown as an outline color pretty much all the time because it's just nicer. It's just nice and warmer than just doing straight black if I don't have to. But I feel weird that I kind of whitewashed her a little bit. I've impaled her. I mean, but if I color picked her and rechanged the colors around, I could probably adjust it. Like if I made the outline like a really dark purple, then I could make her hair darker, and then her skin could be darker and more true to the actual photo. It's all in the eyebrows. It's true. I tend to make, regardless, I mean, unless this person is really expressing discomfort or anger. I mean, she is. In the photograph, she is. But, like, in my own art, the eyebrows tend to be fairly bowed. It looks like she's reddish brown, and color picking is always nice. It is. So I probably might do that, but it was good practice to finally, like, to be able to... I was glad I did this stream because I just wanted to revisit the style again. And just do something that didn't have any... there's no purpose to this. This is just me drawing from a picture that I like. So, in a style that I got pretty popular for, or got work for, basically. So, but I'll save this for now. And then we will go to meditation in a moment. Mishi. Alright, save. Alright. Thank you guys for entertaining, you know, this very, very relaxed and very really just kind of soulless art stream. I'm going to go to my Be Right Back screen for a second. I'm going to use the restroom, and then when I come back, we will do meditation. Before I do that, before I go into my Be Right Back screen, I just want to thank you guys again for coming, and if you can't stay for the meditation, don't worry about it. Again, my schedule will be up later tonight. So thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you in just a minute. Oh, we haven't been back here in a while. Sundays have been kind of a busy thing. Thank you guys for sticking around. Let me know if the music is okay. If it's too loud or not loud enough. Sounds good for Modbot. Okay. I love this fire scene. Hmm. I know it's been an anxious week for me a little bit. So if it's been an anxious week for you guys, or if it's getting difficult because of the holiday season, I hope these meditations will be helpful. I'm working on a new script at the moment for a different kind of meditation. But for now, we'll revisit an older one. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this meditation. Let's take some time to get comfortable. You can do this meditation seated on the floor, in a chair, with your hands in your lap, or laying on your bed. Don't worry if you fall asleep. The intention here is to wind down the body and the brain from an active day. There's nothing you need to do right now. The best thing you can do for yourself right here, right now, is to take this moment to pause and allow your body and mind a much-needed break. If you are unable to stay for the entire meditation, no worries. This meditation will be here for you to use as you wish, whenever you like. Once you feel settled, pause for a moment and notice your breath. Don't try to change it in any way. Just observe the gentle in and out. Notice how your chest expands and lowers with each breath. You may have thoughts popping in and out of your mind, and that's completely normal and to be expected. Don't try to stop them. There may be sounds in your environment that you notice. The hum of your computer, the distant voice of a neighbor, or the low roar of traffic as it passes by outside. Observe these sounds without getting too involved with them. Whenever you feel yourself following a thought, take a deep breath and return your attention to the sound of my voice. Now, we're going to start the process of helping our bodies and brains let go of the day's activities and tensions. At the count of 3, I want you to take a deep breath, filling as much of your lungs as is comfortable. Go slowly, counting to 4 as you breathe in. Once you reach the count of 4, hold your breath for 4 more seconds. Then release slowly to the count of 4. If you are unable to reach the count of 4 at any time, don't worry. Do whatever you are capable of doing. Meditation is a skill like any other and can take some time, but you will always get some benefit from it no matter what. Now, I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Hold. Release. Do this exercise 2 more times. Can you feel the muscles in your chest and stomach stretching and relaxing? How does it feel to you? Notice the sensations. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. We're going to do what's called a body scan meditation. We're going to bring our attention slowly to the different regions of the body so we can notice any tension or stress there and allow it to release. We'll go top to bottom. Let's start with the muscles of the face. I want you to imagine a warmth, much like warm bath water, spreading across the muscles of the forehead. The warm sensation is extremely pleasant and makes it easy for the muscles there to relax and release. Feel your eyebrows lower as they relax. The warming sensation continues down over your eyelids and nose, soothing the tightness behind your eyes. Then, cheeks and jaw muscles easily settle, letting go. You may feel relief in your jaw and teeth, as many people hold stress here. Allow your jaw and chin to go slack. Your mouth may open slightly as you relax, and you can allow it if that is comfortable for you. As the warmth radiates down the back of your neck, you may notice a lot of tightness. The shoulders and the neck are often places where stress festers and tightens. Let the warmth settle here for a while. Notice how the muscles in your neck feel. Now, feel the warmth spread out and down over your shoulders. Let your shoulders drop, and you'll notice how high you've been holding them all day. It's like you've been spending all day pulling as hard as you can on a rope that's tied to a tree trunk. You haven't let up for a minute, and your neck and shoulders are burning. Let the rope go. Release that tension, and enjoy how good it feels to let go. As your focus moves down your upper arm, then your forearm, pause at your wrists and notice any strain or tension there. Between jobs that keep us at our desks all day and cruising the internet to relax after work, our hands do a tremendous amount of work and get worn down. Let the warmth flow into your palms and fingers, and if you feel like it, extend your fingers out straight into a nice stretch if it's comfortable to do so. If you suffer from any kind of pain, simply let your hands rest. Imagine that glowing warmth softening and relaxing the tendons and muscles into a deeply relaxed state. Now bring your attention to your chest. As you breathe, notice the expansion of your lungs and rib cage. Feel the gentle stretch of muscles in your upper torso. This is where most of us let our breath rest, but try to breathe deeper into your body by allowing your abdomen to relax and expand once you've filled your lungs. Let the warmth that is flowing over you relax you more and more with each breath. Warmth is now spreading down over your hips, lower back, and the back of your thighs, allowing the tension there to release. The warmth relaxes your upper thighs, and when it reaches your knees, allow it to stop there for a moment as well. The warmth makes its way down over your calves, to your ankles, over the top of your feet, and finally to your toes. Just like with your fingers, if it's comfortable to do so, stretch your feet out straight in front of you, feeling that stretch. Then release it. Do this as many times as you like. Enjoy the feeling of stretching out the ankles. You are now completely enveloped in this warming sensation, complete relaxation. So allow your body to focus on your breath. Meditation music will continue for some time, but feel free to emerge from this relaxed state whenever you are ready. Take it slow. No need to jump to alertness. Move your body slowly from its current position, or if you're able to, simply allow yourself to fall asleep. Thank you for joining me for this meditation. I hope you have a good night and that you sleep well, and that the week to come will be a good one for you. Have a good night, Luna Crew.